Saturday, the 4th of June, 2022 will be a date that everybody remembers here at Vale Park because of the homecoming. And I'm delighted to say, I mean, it's no secret, he sat right here. We're joined by Mr. Robbie Williams, back in the home changing room here at Vale Park for the first time since then. It looks a bit different for one. It was done up especially for the homecoming game.
Yeah, it was. It looked incredibly different and had a very different energy than it normally would do. You know, all of us showbiz types invading this space for the evening. There was a lot of makeup to be done and hairspray to be had. But it was, you know, it was an honour to take it over for a few hours. Let's talk about that gig, because this is the first time, as I said, we've been able to sit down and really reflect on it. We've had nearly a couple of years to really look back. There's a few moments when you stood on the stage and you're like, I used to watch people kick a ball on here and everybody's watching me. How was it for you to be stood on that stage with all the eyes on you for it? Well, you know, it's such a big gig emotionally, and because I've done loads of gigs now, I know that when I put a lot of stock into a future event, a future show, that quite often I can be let down. So I was worried on the way up here that there was so much of me invested into this going well, and it being a memory for me selfishly, and then secondly, the people that come to see me. It all went so quick. You know, it all went so quick. It all went too quick. And I would love to do it again, to be able to experience it properly and take my time. You know, I suppose that I get a bit overexcited like a child. And for the 2 hours that I was on stage, I guess I was a little bit overexcited because it went so quick. I can't really remember anything. That week was a huge week for the club as well. You said there the excitement of looking towards the gig, but that also coincided amazingly with the playoff win, and it was a celebration that whole week, which culminated with the gig. You got to get the trophy on stage. You launched the kit at the same time as well. It was almost like it was meant to be. That whole week was a huge celebration for not just the club but for the area as well. Mental, you know, the universe doesn't smile on us that much up here, and especially in this particular part of up here. So for the universe to go, your gig and a promotion, pretty special. It was all the eyes on the area as well, and then, as you said, the gig almost kick-started. Do you know what it was with the gig? Was like, I know that the Motorhead gig and Black Sabbath being here in 1981, I think it was, and growing up knowing that event had taken part, even though I didn't know, even though I wasn't aware. But you are aware because it becomes sort of folklore. So I guess that when I was coming up to do the gig here, I was just hoping, for my ego's sake, I guess, that the Robbie gig becomes folklore just like that show has from 1981. And that, like we said, that whole week made it folklore, because that week it's going to take some beating in the week of any football club. Yeah. The celebration and that. And then for you, it almost kick-started your tour, which went around the world from Stoke, from Stoke-on-Trent, from Burslem, the place where you'd been. Yeah. You grew up as a kid, you came to watch the game. It was you going, okay, this is where we started, and you went over to tour it as well. Well, it actually, the show informed the rest of my tour, because there was a bit where I chatted a little bit about Take That, and from that little seed of the chat that I did that evening, my tour, I knew then what I wanted to do for the rest of the 18 months that I'd be on tour. And I've only just finished. Weirdly, I've only just finished. How mad is that?
And as we said, it's nearly taken the 2 years. You've only just finished that tour that started right here.
Yeah.
Let's talk very quickly about the suite upstairs, because we mentioned standing on stage in a place where you come watch football is cool. Yeah. It's great. It's incredible. Not many people will get to do that, but also not many people will get a suite named after them at their football club. That's got to feel pretty cool that people will. I mean, it sounds rude. People will be going into Robbie's. That's what's going to happen. But it's named after you.
Yeah. And the first time that they talked about that suite happening, I think I'd just done my GCSEs. So it's been a long time in the making. And I'm proud, and it's an honour, and it's fun. And it's another box ticked. I'm honoured to be able to give my name to it, and the fact that the club wants to take my name and put it on it means a lot.
You take Stoke-on-Trent, you take Port Vale with you wherever you go. You're unashamedly proud to be from here. Yeah. Is it important as well that there's always now going to be a part of you at the club through that suite and through the legacy really of what the homecoming was about, was you giving back to the area? We did it through the charities as well, but it was that legacy side of it to see you it's cementing a part of you in Stoke.
Well, people often say, where do you feel as though you live, or where do you live? And to be honest with you, I haven't felt as though I've had a home since I left Greenbank Road. For me to be able to come back and have the place named after me helps me with my roots, because my life has been incredible and bizarre and wacky and all over the place. But the thing that has kept me tethered, and I am, despite the rumours, tethered, is because I grew up on a street just over there. Hopefully the bar will remain under my name for a long time, maybe go on being named my bar long after I've left the planet.
And obviously when you get to come back to the club, you get to be a stone throw away from where you grew up. You get to go and see those places still. You still have that connection there as well. And that's got to be, again, that tethered feeling of it's that relaxed home. This is me.
It's a plug-in. It's a real plug-in. It's the, my life is bizarre. What's happened to me is bizarre, and it's wonderful. I get to enjoy it now that I'm a bit older, and 4 kids and the wife and stability. But the car door opening and being greeted with an accent that I know and love, I smile inside and outside. Yeah.
And you get to come back to enjoy the football as well. And even when you can't, if you're away, if you're touring, as we said, like the tour that started in 2022, it's just finished. You still get to message Carol frequently for getting updates about the club, and that's an important thing as well, staying connected to the club.
Yeah, I think that we have options, which is a good and a bad thing. We never know really where we live, where we are, or what we're going to do next. Our life is in a constant state of flux, and we never know from one minute to the next which side of the planet we're actually going to live on. And I think the children will decide that for us. The children have been homeschooled so they can follow me around the world. But this term, they started to go to school, and they're thriving. So I think that I may be back in this country. And if I am back in this country, and this is where we are putting our roots down, I'll be in more often.
Which means you get to ensure the kids are growing up on oatcakes. That's the important thing.
They're
ultimately.
they're already growing up on oatcakes.
That's the important thing ultimately.
Yeah, no, they know their oatcakes.
A well-balanced diet and oatcakes, of course, as well. And that is...
Oatcakes they're not bad for your oatcakes. They're good.
It depends what you put in them, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's the real leveler.
What do you have?
I'm a 2 meats and cheese, sausage, bacon and cheese.
Wow.
You don't get a figure like this without going 2 meats.
And onions or not?
Oh, no.
No, really?
Absolutely not.
Is that like a pineapple on a pizza for you?
Yeah.
Really?
Just anything other than meat and cheese.
What about your sauce? What sauce do you go for?
Red sauce, which it's a lot of people will say brown with bacon or sausage.
Yeah. I do you know what? I take the opportunity to brandish some HP sauce liberally, but it's the only meal that I will have HP sauce on. But I half and half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then whilst we're on food, we may as well finish it on food. A great way to end it. Lobby kind of guy. Did you make it yourself?
I haven't had lobby for a couple of decades.
We need to change that.
Yeah.
That's
the important thing. If anything we get out from this, it's the homecoming, it's feeling at home.
Yeah.
The thing that we're going to get from this is making sure
It's been so
lobby.
long. It's been so long that I can't remember how it tastes.
We get to experience it all over again.
Yeah.
It's that first time all over again.
I need to take lobby and oatcakes to the world.
And you are the man to do it.
Yeah.
You're going to do it. Robbie, thank you so much
Our
for
pleasure.
sitting down to talk
pleasure.
about everything.
Yeah.
And obviously, you're always welcome back.
I know. I made it feel so welcome, and it's home.